We are joined, that's a good view, yep, marvellous. Weird start. We are joined up by Louise Reay. Is it Reay? How you pronounce your name?
Yeah, it's Reay.
Reay, but it's Reay. Yeah,
it has a stupid spelling. This is the bane of my life, but it's pronounced Reay. Like,
Reay.
Hey, day.
Completely like that. So I first saw you a few years back because at the Preston Fringe thing, and you were doing it in Chinese. Or so.
Yeah.
Are you still? Is that still your thing? Are you still? Is it multicultural kind of?
It's still very much my thing. Like particularly for like when I'm doing club sets. Because basically my current show, Hard Mode, is... am I meant to be looking at this, or am I meant to be looking at you?
Actually,
what's your preference?
A bit of both, actually. I think.
Bit of both. Hello, yeah.
Look at the audience and
So lovely. So basically, my current show is called Hard Mode, and it's all in English. For the first time, I'm making a show in English.
Right.
Oh, I have made a show in English, and it's so weird that now the stupid Chinese stuff I do is the most accessible club setty stag doey stuff. It's like, how did this weird Chinese stuff become the most normal stuff that I do? I don't really know how it happened, but yeah. So my current show, yeah, it's actually totally different. It's in English.
Totally different. Okay.
Yeah.
I should try and catch up. If I can. When you're, I mean, this is day 5 for you. We said. How? It's a weird question. How are you coping with it so far? Because they're long. You're doing a lot of shows and a lot of stuff. And are you? Because I'm knackered. I've done 3 and I'm exhausted already. So
yeah.
Are you,
should I have given you the microphone back for that?
It's the same question I was going for. So
okay.
I'm quite loud anyway. So.
Okay, cool. Sleep. For me, sleep is like so important for sanity, and I find that, you know, it's so stressful here. It just is so emotional, and we all try to pretend like it doesn't matter and it's just a show and but it's a culmination of a year's work, and we're all so fucking tired. So it's just like terribly exhausting. So I just think the more that one can sleep is like so helpful for everything, and the same with like touch wood, not getting ill and like everything that we're all trying to do. So sleep is good. Try not to drink, to be honest. Drinking doesn't help your sanity or your health. Although I did last night have 2 beers, which is the first time I drunk since I've been here. Because I was thinking, but I'm really awful because it's day 5 and I was like, I'm going to have a dry Edinburgh for the first time. I was like, day 5, I need a drink. So that's not really working, but at least just to drink less helps anyway. So yeah, I think those are like top tips. Sleep and don't drink.
Is there, I'll probably take the mic from that. Is there a lot of... Do you feel the pressure when you get here? Do you kind of, because your last show was really successful, and now you're at the stand, which is awesome, isn't it? So it's kind of and do you feel pressure with ticket sales? Are you just thinking it's a show, or are you kind of more, I hate to say business-like about it, but are you thinking this is my career on the line here, it has to be successful, and
I think I'm definitely not business about it at all. I'm not business enough about it. And I wish I could be someone that was like a business about it throughout the year, so that then come Edinburgh, when you're actually trying to sell tickets, people actually know your name. Jesus Christ. Suddenly these people with millions of Twitter followers and tweeting one-liners and doing podcasts and whatever they do to like build momentum. Legendary. I need an idea for something like this that I can do to try and build something outside of the Fringe. Because I think I'm much too like crazy artist about it. I just focus on the show and I have an idea, and it's always sort of like high concept, stupid experimental stuff that I do that I'm like, yeah, rad, it's gonna be such a cool. I just focus completely on, as if I'm like a crazy artist making a piece of art, which is like really, I don't mean to be like self-aggrandizing about my silly shows, but this is the kind of approach that I take. And then, but in a way, that's a good approach, because then you're not worrying about the externals and what you can't control. You're focusing on what you can control, which is your show, performing and making it. So there's kind of like you kind of in an ideal world, we'd all just focus on our shows, right?
Our show and do it to an audience.
But then, in reality, then you have no audience to do your show to, because you haven't thought about the rest. So I'm a bit like at this point, like trying to sell tickets and like difficult.
I mean, so it's just. It's going to be it's a long Fringe, obviously 3 weeks, and sorry to.
Oh God, don't remind me.
How do you have like a happy place you go to, sort of a cafe that you go to, perhaps, or anything like that? You can just switch off for a moment and just go, it's okay, I'm here, it's all fine. Or have you not found that yet?
Oh yeah, that's my bedroom.
Oh okay.
I have a darkened room that I go and lie down in with like a cold flannel on my face. Oh no, don't put the flannel. But I do have the curtains closed all the time.
Really?
I like to be able to step into a cool, darkened, empty room and then just like lie down.
Just away from people, or?
Yeah, and I do like deep breathing and stuff. I'm like trying to meditate not good at this, but I do like kind of you know that what is the pattern, the number breathing pattern thing that's got 4-7-9 breathing or something like this. I do this like breathing thing. I get the numbers wrong, I think, but I think it still has like a calming effect. So I do kind of like this kind of breathing stuff, and I also do like mindfulness stuff where I'm just like, again, I'm so broken. I'm saying, no, Louise, you are strong. If you feel stressed, it's because you're under pressure. And I do like all this stuff that you're meant to do. I actually do. It works a lot.
Do you have a day off at all with this? So you go,
yeah, I have the 14th off, but I actually have to do a gig in the evening.
It's just crazy.
No, mate, I think loads of people have the 15th and 16th off this year.
Okay. I don't do days off.
Do you not have any days off?
Well, I've got one. I have to drive to Herefordshire to do a band gig.
Crikey.
Yeah, that's a flaw in the plan, but I'll worry about that.
That sounns really difficult.
This might go out the day after it comes out, so if I'm still alive, it'll go out. So that's
well done. Yeah, that's the measure.
It's a festival to turn down.
Sweet.
But that's kind of my job, being the drummer thing. But it's kind of, but it feels, I'm quite looking forward to it because it gets me away from the Fringe for a day, and you say you got a gig in the evening for your day off.
Yeah, it's so annoying. I mean, I'm really keen to do it. I believe very much in the gig. It's like a charity thing, but you're like, for God's sakes, why'd I have to be on my bloody day off?
But you tend to just sort of run away for a day or so.
Yeah, I think I've actually got my parents here on my day off, like, God's sake. They were like, we planned to come on purpose on your day off. I'm like, now I have to hang out with you on my day off. Like, I'm just kidding. My parents are really rad. Like, we're really close, and we're probably and they have a car.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you can.
So probably gonna go to the beach. So actually be rad. I'm actually excited.
They obviously knew it was your day off, and they're probably trying to protect you a little bit.
No, they really look after me. Like, they're very amazing. I'm totally joking. Sorry, Mum.
Yeah, so how many fringes are you done now? Are you,
This is my third, but the thing is, it's also my third solo show.
Yeah,
so I just went straight to coming here with a solo show, which I should have done the fun thing of like 20 minutes with your mates and just enjoyed it, and I didn't. And so now, when you start doing solo shows, you're just in the thing. And you can never have a fun year of just getting drunk with your mates and doing 10 minutes a day, which is like I wish I had done.
No, I regret that now. I can't step back.
You can't step back. Yeah, once you're trapped in this whole endless hamster wheel of making hour-long shows every year. Yeah. Which very much we are, hey.
Totally. So, I mean, so for anyone watching this who is going to do their first show, any advice you give to them? Obviously, you've kind of given your advice for how you keep yourself sane anyway, but it's down to the non-drinking, do you reckon? Because there's so much temptation here, because I've probably overindulged slightly too much already, and I need to stop that straight away, because I would die.
You should know better, man. How many fringes have you done?
I mean, I've done 4 solo shows, and I've done theatre before that. It's probably like 14, actually.
Fucking hell.
I know, but I've only done 5 full runs, and I never learn, and it kills me every year.
It's quite a lot, man. Yeah.
It is. I should be doing better by now. There should be progression, but no, I kind of, and every year I kind of come into it myself thinking, why am I not in a bigger room, or why am I not getting? Because I'm done. I actually go to smaller rooms now because I don't have an audience. Yeah, I think that's right. I get double figures. I'm happy with that. I'm in a 40 room. It's all good. But do you? So actually, change the question slightly. Do you worry about career progression every year? Because you seem to have moved up every time that I've seen.
That's really nice of you. I don't really know. Like I feel. This is very much a weakness of mine. I just feel that I focus very much on what I'm not achieving and what I'm not doing and all the stuff that I'm failing at. I don't really feel...
As every comedian does.
Yeah, I don't really feel like I'm building anything in any way. Like, I feel... I can't dwell on it. It's too depressing. Even though probably I am getting better, but... I don't feel this.
Yes, that's all cliche. Like, at least I'm a better performer from it. That's bollocks, though, isn't it? Because you want progression. I think that's the kind of the... But I guess you're too far... Everyone's too far in their own bubble to actually notice if they're getting bigger or not.
It's something other people see more than you, maybe, but...
Yeah. But, and you can't always judge it by reviews and stuff like that. But it seems like you're doing well this year, and it's all...
I don't know. I think it's a big deal to make the jump to the stand. So I'm really grateful for this. This is like a tangible. In a sea of... no tangibles and dead seaweed, then this is one tangible that I have to remember.
This is a really evident kind of step up that you're kind of...
And also my show is certainly the most kind of like provocative and multi-layered and
complex.
It's absolutely the best show I've ever made, I think.
Because the show I saw yours 2 years ago was really complex then, I thought.
Thanks, man. No, I'm sure this is like a silly clown show. But what I'm trying to do with this show is like really hard and interesting for me, and definitely a step up. So you're like, this is also a tangible. I have the best show in the best venue. Like,
this should be the best.
This should be. I should be happy. No, like this.
I was chatting to a comedian friend this morning, and she said that she just she's on a really good run and all that stuff. I won't say name this, but she's I think she's doing well at the Free Fringe and stuff. And she said that she sold out the first 2 nights, but she looked at everyone else like just doing jobs in the streets and working in cafes and bars, and she wished that she was them.
Yeah.
Just a job that pays a regular income and kind of. Do you get those moments of doubts as well? You're thinking, you just need to go back to normality? Or
I've toured a lot this year. Like I went to South Africa, I went to Australia. I was like super rad. I'm craving routine. Like I do need in the autumn to because I'm also a documentary maker.
Sure. Okay,
so I need to get a big TV job in the autumn and just for like 6 months go to an office, read some books and make a documentary.
And that kind of keeps you sane as
well.
Yeah,
I'm so desperate to do that. And also it's like the thing is if you have like a normal routine, you're kind of putting stuff in the way the performance and writing work is just taking out all the time.
Yeah.
So like I'm desperately like, please put in. Like I'm so like starved of like eating regularly and like
and just that because it's never a routine. I know you've got your scheduled shows are a routine, but it's not a routine.
It's not a routine at all.
No, it's guest slots and all that stuff as well. I mean, say you have like a bad show. So do you walk into a room and just look at an audience and go, they're not going to work today. This isn't for me. So certain comedians, some comedians go, no, whoever's in the room, I'll work with it and it'll be great. And I tend to just judge a room straight away. I walk in and go,
really?
And it's a really bad habit because often I get it wrong, but then I go in negatively. I look at them going, my venue's lovely, but it's quite football. And I walk in and think, okay, I've got to be shouty today. I've got to man up a little bit. And it turns out it's not the case. I've just completely judged a book by its cover. And but obviously your shows, they say, are complex and quite. And you look at the audience going, they might not get this today. Are they going to?
Well, I mean, because I'm sort of like done a lot of clown stuff. So that work is all about the relationship with the audience. Yeah. So in that way, I would never dismiss an audience because my job is to make them come with me. And so I keep this, even though my current show is much more stand-up-y, I think I still keep this like feeling that it's my job to kind of try to be sensitive and make them like me and come with me. But I think also it's my job, I think, to do my show as well as I can, and I can't control how they react. And so I also let go of that. I'm like, they might not like it and that's up to them. That's kind of not my business. Like I'll do my best to make them like me, and then ultimately they like my show. It kind of goes together, hey? But ultimately if they walk out and they don't like it, well, it is a show playing with oppression. They might hate being oppressed. Most people do. Like it's okay to feel weird after my show. So I've also kind of let that go. You know?
So, I think that's the perfect attitude. I wish I had that because I judge every show afterwards as well. So like when an audience don't enjoy it, I go away thinking, is it me? Even though I've toured the show and I know it works, I still come out with lots and lots of doubts and stuff. Do you even have that? Do you have that in your mind still thinking?
Huge. I have kind of only doubt. I struggle very much to maintain the optimism.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
like I feel like huge self-doubt relentlessly. That's just what I've like.
Yeah, it's kind of what works for you, I guess.
Keep the optimism. I don't know if it works or not. It's just an annoying part of my brain. Like I would like to be kind of like, you know how some people have that. You see them do like a really lame average set, and then they come off stage and they think they were amazing.
Yeah, I hate that.
You know, but I envy so much this vibe. Like I want to walk around really self-satisfied. I think this is the route to a happy life. I think I work really, really hard and then walk around thinking I'm awful, and it's just very hard to live like that.
It really is. I'm actually quite worried. I think a lot of performers feel that.
I think a lot of people feel that.
I think you might feel it in fact a slightly more extreme way, or denying it. I'm not entirely sure, but but you do have ways of keeping yourself going throughout this very long run. I'm going to try and see your show in week 3, by the way.
Thank you. Just let me know if you want when you're going to come, so I can copy you in. Of course.
We kind of nearly started. Do you want to quickly plug your show and everything about it?
Oh, thanks.
Talk to Wave at the.
Crikey, I should do somewhere.
No, it's not. You can just explain it, but.
Oh, bloody hell, have I not got a flyer in my pocket? That's rule number 1 that you shouldn't do to survive the Fringe.
I haven't got one with me from my show, I just realised that, but yeah.
Crikey, I've got someone else's bloody flyer in my pocket. This is a big time mistake. My flyer is really cool. It's a picture of my face photoshopped onto Kim Jong-il's body, so I'm really sad that I can't show you right now.
It's a Facebook profile picture, I've seen that.
Oh, yeah, like this. Right?
Scary, but yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? The thing is, the hand's really small, so it's like really weird. Anyway, so my show is called Hard Mode. and it is at 5:55, 5 to 6 every day in the stand 4. And it's an immersive comedy show where you experience life in an authoritarian regime. So we're playing with oppression. We have a cast of masked policemen. I worked on the show with Ai Weiwei, the Chinese artist. It really fucks with your head. Please come and let me fuck with you.
Who wouldn't go and see that? Cheers, Louis.
Thanks so much for having me, man.
Latest episode of Let's All Lighten Up for Witches. I'm here with Marysia. I have no idea how to pronounce your surname.
Trembecka.
That one. Lovely stuff. Trembecka.
Trembecka. Just go with the consonants.
Yeah, I mean on Facebook you're TR, which is a lot easier.
I don't want too many stalkers.
Oh, okay. Well, I might have given the game away straight away. So this is day 6. Is it so far? It's about So it's PB8 so we could Thursday that one. And how are your energy levels? You're doing lots of shows, so two a day, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm doing 2. You caught me in the middle of doing makeup between 1. So I do this at 6:30, my other at 9:30. So I have a 2-hour gap, so I know this is about how to survive the Fringe.
Oh yeah, no.
So this is tip number 1. You can't see hot water.
Hot water. Very rock and roll that is as well, isn't it?
So hot. I actually am. I like to think rock and roll, but not at the Fringe. Yeah. I mean, I do drink, but it's like once a week.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you got to, because I'm also singing in both shows.
Right, sure,
and it's a lot of improvisation, and I'm playing.
So you need your brain to be on it as well, as much as your throat, so you kind of stay focused.
Yeah, I'm improvising. I have no script for singing psychic.
Right. Okay.
So that's just to see what happens with the audience.
That's quite interesting. So when you walk into a room and you look at an audience and you think, okay, do you play differently every single day? Also, you're improvising, but do you think if they're a bit old, maybe go a bit gentle on them, or if it's like a stag party or whatever, they go really kind of.
I think you probably make those subconscious decisions, but so with the Singing Psychic game show, because it's a singing psychic who reads music in your heart, right? Which I got nominated for an award last year for. So this is the game show. So they're playing bingo, psychic Jenga, and lots of psychic games.
Yeah.
And I'm allowing them to kind of do what they want. I mean, 2 days ago, someone knocked the Jenga over first go. He was so trashed.
Right.
So that's one game lost. But I had one lovely lady called Anne in her late 50s, may I say? And her daughter was egging her to take a top off for extra points.
Wow,
now,
okay.
I did not ask that at no point.
What time is this show? That's quite an early show. I wasn't looking for that reason. I was looking because
it's a 9:30 show.
They're drunk by 9:30.
Well, yeah, but some start early. But I think you just learn that. I think you unconsciously are aware that. And I used to be lazy and have no script, unless I'm being hired to be an actor and I actually learn it.
Sure, yeah.
So I've just learned to be very good at improv, and now with my Queen show, there's a bit more script. But this, I just let them go. I let the audience go. And every night it's been brilliant and bonkers, but completely unpredictable.
But it sounds really exhausting as well at the same time. Or is it adrenaline kicking you through at this stage?
I think it's the gap between. So when I come off from Queen at 7:30, and then my next show's 9:30.
Yeah.
And I had this idea I was going to fly between. Not happening. I can't. Don't eat too much. Like between, I find if I eat, especially if I'm singing, about an hour and a half, I need 2 hours to digest, so I can have a nibble. But yesterday they have amazing nachos here.
Right.
I had the entire enchilada with the chili, and before I'm going on stage I feel literally like I'm going to die. So I know I shouldn't. You need to. I'm pre-carb loaded about 4.
Yeah.
Literally. And then I have like sweets and nuts and maybe some chips in between, but I can't.
It's very, very professional talk, isn't it? I mean, the server just stagger along with a pipe and go, hey, stand up. But it's a different sort of show, isn't it? Where you it's a performance, isn't it? I guess. So. I
think all stand-up's performance. I've done straight stand-up, but it's just Singing Psychic. She's performing in character, and I need my brain because they expect me to be funny. And then Queen is a piece of political theatre. I won't say the F word. Queen of the.
You can. I mean, everyone else has sworn on this so far.
Queen of the fucking world. It's about the fact we're all judged by who we fuck and if we fuck.
Right. Okay.
So, and I had an Arts Council R&D script development grant to help develop it. So lots of research. So, but I'm playing the bass guitar. I've got a massive rolling synth that I'm making, so I pretend to be a rock god.
Definitely where I met you before then. I think you
I'm trying it out.
I think at Ben Phillips' show in London, and you bought a bass along, I remember, and I had to dash because I had a train, so I missed it, but I met you there, so hi, nice to see you. I feel very, very bad about that.
But it was an early I've only did 3-4 previews before I got here.
Yeah.
I had a dad say the other day, because it's cabaret, it's funny, but then it's obviously dark. I've been talking to sex workers and, I even spoke to Copstick actually at length. Because her day job is she runs a charity for Kenyan commercial sex workers, helping them get jobs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so in fact there's a couple of lines of Copstick gave me, which are in the show.
Yeah.
Because it was part of my research for the show.
So you said you had a few previews going into it. How confident did you feel for the first night? Did you hit the ground running, or was it just we'll see how it goes?
Honestly, because this ran on a Saturday and this was the Sunday, I was nervous about this one because I thought I haven't really done anything for this.
Yeah, of course.
Because I know the singing psychic back to front, and I've done it thousands of times.
You almost felt like you took it for granted a little bit that you can be.
But also, it's the game show, and I wasn't sure how the games were going to run. I'd tried one preview, and I'd done a few. So I was more nervous about this, and then I had a packed house with 80 people in the voodoo rooms on my opening night.
Wow.
And I went, why was I worried? And then this one I was super excited about, and I did have a nice audience, but I was aware it's taken a couple of days to bed in, so this ended up being harder than that, even though my head had it.
You sort of put more thought into that one, but then you've had that character for 2 years now, is it?
Yeah, the first full show was 2015.
Right, okay, yeah, so you kind of embed that character a little bit more, maybe.
I know what she's going to do.
I think that's a nice way of playing it.
She knows what she's going to do. I just
I love the fact you call her she. It's a very, very different person, isn't it? And
because she.
These are both she's, are they? Or is this very much
singing psychic and queen, they're different. Because the singing psychic is actually quite psychic, but I do not want to have any. I don't want to get involved in that.
No, sure.
So, but she's pretty on it, and she knows she's psychic.
Yeah.
And but Queen's obviously she's an exotic dancer. I'm a comic.
Sure, yeah.
So never exotic danced in my life. Well, not for money anyway. So And she's wanted to be a punk rock goddess, which I'd quite like to be.
Yeah.
So like the wig's still on.
So how much of these characters are actually you? Do you ever slip into your own self during this, or are they completely 100% characters all the way through?
So there was an original singing psychic show last year that I ran here and packed this place out, and in it there were 6 different characters, all characters in her life. So I'm doing 5 or 6 accents in the original, and this has got about 7 accents.
Yeah.
And I met someone today who went to see this, and when I started speaking, because she's American, this one, and I started speaking normally, and she went, "Oh God, it's not you."
Well, looking at the flyers there, these aren't new here. There's a wig and all that stuff. It's very, I always didn't recognise you when you turned up some minute ago. So they're very, very different characters.
And also, it's my hair. Honestly, it's my hairdresser. Another thing to survive in the Fringe.
Yeah.
If you wear eyelashes, false eyelashes, make sure that you take it off with baby oil. Otherwise, you'll end up bald. And I'm not joking.
No, okay,
I accidentally, while drunk, ripped them off. I managed to wax my own eyelashes.
That sounds painful. Was that before a show or after a show?
It was in the Cannes Film Festival last year. Never again.
Wow.
And also, because I'm an actor when I'm not being. Whatever I am, a performance artist, I guess, or comedian or whatever. I got my hair really damaged in the 1950s film. And so my hairdresser went mad because they literally burnt half my hair off. So he's like, "Can all your characters please have wigs?" So that's why now every character has a wig.
And it must be easy to feel like you're stepping into another character. It helps, doesn't it, as well? So yes, we're doing.
This is part
visually.
of the look. They're like, so my friend who did my flyers, Martin Butterworth, he also helped me kind of direct the look of them. So there's a thought.
It helps brand the show, doesn't it?
He even made that silver dress.
Wow, okay.
Silver dress. Have you seen silver dress?
Very impressive it is too, isn't it?
It'll be on me in 10 minutes. So.
Oh, okay. So
How is your show doing?
My show's going alright, actually. I'm doing lots of shows. This is the one I care about the most, so I should probably be... it's the one I've been touring, and it's the one that I kind of put the most work into. I don't know, it sounds bad about the other shows, but this is the one that I've been touring all year, and I feel really comfortable with it. And if it isn't quite going well, I know how to tweak it during the show as well. And today was the first day where I thought, it wasn't quite as sharp as it has been. It's day 6, and I think the first 5 have been really lovely. I've had lovely crowds. I've had to change the tone a little bit because I'm in quite a raucous venue, should we say. And so there's a little bit of football at times. So I'm kind of having to go really at them a bit, but then other times I slow it down a little bit as well. But it's a lovely show. I'm enjoying myself. So that's thank you. But
so So do you want last few tips on surviving?
Yes. Well, what was I going to say? Do you have a happy place that you go to, like a physical place, like your favourite cafe or something? If you just need to get away from it all, if it's all the stress of it all.
We're in the street now, which I love, where I'm doing Queen, and I love them here. It's a fantastic place. Everyone's amazing.
Yeah.
Great Mexican food. I come here to kind of in between, just to get my head down thing. But I get up every morning. I chant. And then I have coffee first, actually. Coffee, then I chant. But then I do ballet bar. I YouTube ballet lessons. And I float around my flat looking like a complete idiot. But it's because the Queen has to be fit. Then I did my vocal warm-up. And then basically nothing happens till those three things happen. Because then I've warmed up for the day. And also the chanting makes... Because it's so hard to be here. We all know that, right?
Of course. Totally.
I mean, I'm having an amazing time. The show's going well. But... things could keep going wrong. This happens, that happens. Do you get the audience? Why aren't we getting reviewers in? That show didn't go as well. This litany of crazy. And so my way. So I chant, but it's so for me. I just am reminded I'm happy to be here. That I'm here talking to you. It's sunny.
It's been sunny for most of the run so far, isn't it? It's amazing.
Free hot water.
Free hot water. So you're clearly someone who looks after yourself during the course of the.
You can't sing, and I think if you just stand up, you probably can. But the minute you start singing, and people expect me to sing well, and they expect me to improvise really well with singing psychic. It's what they come for now. My ability to engage and give you a randomly stupid singing psychic reading. And now I do these 4 tunes, so I've taken the word fortune back. To make it 4 tunes. So they give me a problem. It's past, present, future. The obstacle. And obviously I'm having to improvise. I know everyone.
It's been really quite draining at times, but if you're enjoying it as well, that's also.
But I mean, we've had problems like erectile dysfunction and from a guy and his girlfriend's nodding in the audience. There's a lot of people asking for partner issues and their partner's in the room.
That sounds awkward, but great fun at the same time. They're so willing to admit it, though. That's kind of
One was someone lost a school hamster. I particularly liked finding the hamster through the cards. But I think it's because I also, before I go on stage every time, secrets from the darkness, I chant before I go on stage. I chant for that thanks, for gratitude that every single person comes to see my show.
It's very, very spiritual.
I'm definitely no more spiritual than anyone else, but I have a practice that makes me go, I'm just grateful that if you've turned up on my show rather than anyone else's show, there's so much great work here. So that's what I just find it grounds me. And before I go on, the last thing I do before I go on, apart from my hot water, is just be grateful to be there, to be alive. I've got amazing techs on both shows. I've never had a tech before, and that's really helped.
That's such a lovely attitude to have, actually, isn't it? So it's quite rewarding to hear all of this, actually. Do you ever get a chance when you feel like you just need a night off? You think, I just want a beer. I just want to let my hair down slowly.
The street. The street. I'm plugging the street.
Of course.
The street on a Wednesday night. Does a game show.
Right. Okay.
This is why the Singing Psychic has a game show. Because last year on Wednesdays, I became their glamorous assistant as a Singing Psychic.
Right. Okay.
Because it was fun. So the only night I've got the entire run is next Wednesday, so I can be the glamorous assistant. Because I'm going to get to be their bitch, basically. So Trendy Wendy and Ryan Matheson run it, and they do every Wednesday through the whole of the year here.
Fantastic.
So the street game show on a Wednesday, it's just a joy, and it's just nice.
Lovely. So what time is that again? Is it
9 or 9 o'clock Wednesdays only at the street. But come to the street, and the last Saturday we have a mad party as well.
Right. Okay. So it's kind of all rewarding.
It's open to 5 a.m.
Wow. I mean, I feel tired, but I'm getting back at 12:30 every night, and I feel that's enough for me already at 12:30. So,
the drink is killing you though.
It's like 1 or 2 beers a day. That's all at the Fringe, and I've had a couple of days off from it as well. Is it?
I just have one day go for it, and then.
Yeah, I'm more of a casual kind of 1 or 2 a day. I have one after my show today. That's all I'm going to have today. That's okay, isn't it? Or
I think you'll work out if it works for you. I can't drink because my voice is singing, so I will. maybe tonight, in the night.
Is that something that you'd recommend? So, say you're a first-time performer coming up here.
You can't be. You need to drink once a week maximum.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you're going to knock yourself out.
Yeah. Okay.
Vocally and also energy. I need to get on stage.
But it's the temptation of going to see shows and parties.
I do see shows, but
yeah.
I
But you also look after yourself at the same time. So,
because I'm doing this is for me. This is what I do for a living. I don't have a day job.
No, sure. No, same here actually.
Yeah.
So
I think if you're going to treat it seriously,
treat it like it's a job, but you don't drink at work. So yeah, exactly. That's
afterwards. I mean, if I'm doing a show in London, I know I'm not doing a show for a week. Of course, I'm going to get trashed. But not when I know tomorrow, and So.
Of course. It needs to be one.
So the wigs have to go on. So.
So very quick plug your shows before we go. If that's okay, a final plug.
There is the Singing Psychic Game Show, Psychic Bingo, Psychic Jenga every night at 9:30 at Voodoo Rooms, PBH Fringe, which I'm loving.
Same here, love it.
Cool. And also Queen of the Fucking World. Also me, wild bass guitar, sexual politics, both from all genders and sexualities. So LGBT, men, women. It's not anti anything really.
Sure, yeah.
But it's very pro no judgment.
Yeah.
And I cover it from RuPaul to Shakespeare, and play the bass and try not to fall off the stage of my heels.
Sounds awesome. Everyone do come and see that. This will come out probably early next week, so there's still about a week and a half to see the shows.
Yeah,
so
6:30. It's also free.
See you for. Thanks so much for your time. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.